matching one's personality with their social media post. Is it fair or unfair?
You can see my social media and have a perception about me, but it doesn't define me as a person. Where you sit down and judge and be like, because these 2 weeks she has traveled back and forth internet, we know what she's doing outside.
There's an extent to which everything goes, but then we have some people that show too much on social media. Just one person, you are doing this one day, you are doing this the next day. It's kind of questionable.
One thing I truly believe in is fake it till you make it. Obviously, if I go out and I'm looking pink, obviously I'm going to post it. But you don't expect to see me in Mokola. You expect me to have hair. Make it make sense. So if somebody posts something, I'm not looking at it and judging the person. You don't have it. Why are you posting it? Social media is about lifestyle.
Guys, which of the social media platforms scare you the most?
TikTok, I think that most of the times my content gets to the wrong audience, because sometimes I can read some comments and I feel like, let me reply, but also I'll reply and then my reply gets replied.
So it's advisable that you don't go comment. Sometimes you can see something, you want to comment in your heart. Just put deaf ears to them.
No, Aram, let's be realistic, please. That whole deaf ears thing. I beg, when the wise keep quiet, the fools multiply.
You do it, because literally you always say when someone comes for you, come for you, go for the person. We will not go.
I will not go for everybody who's more drama on social media. Isn't it you?
Me, give to Holefa.
But me, I don't even go for them, because me, I cannot do the whole back and forth.
Not everybody can do the whole back and forth. It's a personality. Huh?
Oh, did you?
I'm just saying that me, if 5 people are insulting me, at least I have to give it to 2.
Hello, guys. It's another episode of Girls Aloud podcast, where we talk about trendy stuff, interesting topics, and many others. I'm Itzeram GH, and I'm doing this with my girl,
Erica MFR.
And we have a beautiful, amazing artist in our midst, and she's SEFA. Yes, SEFA G.
Hi,
Guys,
everyone.
I'm so happy meeting you, SEFA.
Why are you talking as though you don't know me? You're saying as though you haven't met me before.
I know.
I know everybody. Everybody looks very beautiful today.
Thank you, you too. Very
Thank
classy.
you, my love.
Anyways, we always play a little game when we start our episodes. And today we have SEFA here who's going to help us win, okay?
Yes,
Going to help us win.
What are we winning? What are we playing for?
Money.
How
Money.
much? Cash.
I think we are yet to know today's cash.
But it's dollars, don't worry. Don't worry, it's dollars.
Okay.
you have to help us.
So you know what? Let's just play. Let's play.
Let's play.
Ladies, are you ready to play?
Yes, we are.
Yes,
Yes,
we are.
I think we are.
There is only one round of questions. In this round, I'll give you 10 names, and you'll tell me which musicians in Ghana bear those names. So I'll tell you their real name, and you tell me their stage name.
Hey,
Are we ready to play?
because you are in English, don't do that.
There are 10 in total.
10
must-
names.
You must not get more than 2 wrongs to win $500 US. Shall we play?
Let's play.
Let's play.
Eugene Kwame Mafo. Eugene Kwame
Kwame
Mafo.
Eugene.
Kwame Eugene.
I almost said in Konkonsa.
Vera Hamenu Weda.
Miss V.
Miss V.
Miss V. Ooh, okay.
Michael Owusu Ado Sarkodie.
Sarkodie.
Literally.
Are we there?
Solomon Edu Entry.
MDK.
Wrong.
Yapono.
Yapo.
Oh my God.
Emmanuel Kofi Botry.
Who's that?
I don't even know.
Kitty.
No.
Your time is up. Orkesi.
Oh.
So we go around.
Emmanuel Andrews.
Hey.
Hey.
Is it Keche? Mm-hmm.
Keche.
Keche?
Rock.
Hey. You need to relax. Eh?
Time is up. Samini.
He's called Emmanuel.
Samini.
Samini.
I thought it was called Dagat.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Dennis Nana Dramina.
Oh, kiddie.
Oh, that's kitty.
Correct. Jane Awindo.
Efia.
Correct.
Hey, we have the musician in the building.
Mohammed Ismail Frimpong.
Mohammed. Yes,
Is
ma'am.
that MD?
Who's that?
Mohammed Ismail Sharif Frimpong.
Black
Black
Sherry.
Sherry.
Hey, we said it before you did that too.
Okay.
Christine Kwakupom.
Sina, so.
Oh, girl. I wouldn't have known that.
Priscilla Opoku Kwati.
Who's that? Hey, who's that? Hey.
Time up. Ebony.
Hey, but the place is not. We want the ones that are alive.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Priscilla,
Honestly,
no, never occurred to me.
Oh, life is so sad. Like years back. I would have-
Yeah. Anyways.
Unfortunately, you did not win the prize.
We had
Why?
two
We had
wrongs.
two wrong.
Just
So?
wrong.
You had 3 wrongs.
Which
Wait,
one?
which one?
Which one?
Ebony.
Ebony
Ekuma
Kwakese.
Kwakese.
Kwakese. Samini. Thank you for playing.
It would be
Anyways.
right.
But like, you know, Samini's name is too far away from his original name.
Ah.
I didn't know that.
I thought it was called Dagat, honestly.
Anyway, we would be right back.
Girls are loud.
Welcome back. It's still Girls Aloud podcast, and today's topic we're going to deal with matching one's personality with their social media. Post. Is it fair or unfair? To me, personally, I don't think you should match one's posts with a personality. What do you think, Erica? Sefa, what do you think?
I honestly do think that it can go both ways. You can maybe have a slight, you know, perception about somebody or how they are with what they post, but to say like you're judging them or saying that is who they are, it's a bit of a stretch, you know, because sometimes you can see what somebody posts on social media and you're like, oh, this is a part of the person's personality. I like to travel, so I'll post traveling stuff, but it doesn't mean that I travel
Traveler.
for work, like the way
MFA does
travels for work, you know.
Okay.
But sometimes if you say that, oh, because she travels a lot, but she's not like a travel worker or whatever it is, so that means that she's a hookup girl. That's too much of a stretch, you know? Because
They're not saying.
no, you like I'm saying like that's too much of a stretch.
get
So
it.
in everything, we need to take it with like a pinch of salt. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that it's not right for you to, I don't think it's fair for you to like necessarily match one's post with one's personality. Because right now with how Instagram has become, everybody's like on the kind of business side of well their posts. You get it? Like, yes, I am a travel person, or that's what I do and stuff like that. But maybe you want to get to know me in person, I might not even be a nice person. But if you go on my business page, I'm always smiling with my clients and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It is work. It's for the money. I have to do it. You understand? So I don't think it's just right. And then again, there are so many people that we've seen how like lovely their relationships have been on online and stuff like that. But you end up hearing that this person has eventually killed this person. And you're like, these two people in love or
Yeah.
something like that. Yes. So I don't necessarily believe that it's right to just match personalities with people.
And funny enough, like I've met like a whole lot of people, right? That like people see them some sort of way on social media. Oh, you're friendly, you're sweet, and da da da. And you meet them in person, and they're like the meanest people
Yes.
that you've ever met. You
Yes.
know, so
Yes.
it's more of like
That's
yeah.
like you showing your different ways. Like, why would you post like this and then
Exactly. And you know, it's funny because we find ourselves in a space whereby, like, you know, Ghanaians like maybe quote unquote celebrities or public figures that
Yes.
they can relate to. So
yeah.
everybody's faking it online. Oh, I'm friendly. I'm da da da.
Yes.
But then you meet them in person and you're like,
it's just the opposite. Usually, from my
Yeah.
experience, anyways, the most bubbliest people are the most dangerous people.
exactly.
Sister, I'm telling you.
Exactly.
It's not. I'm not just saying it. It's like very, very. Like then again, I was saying from my mouth like this. All right. Okay. No problem. I was saying from my experience, the bubbliest people have been the most dangerous ones, and the most silent ones have been the most dangerous one. It can run like in the crazy ways you will not
Yeah.
even admit it. So for me now, where I've reached and stuff, and the kind of experiences I've seen, there's no way I'm going to say, hey, SEFA is too known or something like that, or like I'm going to match her post. No.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
I don't know
these
why.
people, these kind of celebrities, then again, I always say that I'm not a celebrity, because me, if you do me some way on social media, I'll also do you some way, you get it. But for celebrities, they have this like kind of like
And then
thing they have to
maintain their
uphold
cool.
and stuff like that. But then you don't know what this person's actually feeling
Yeah.
behind.
But-
Yes.
And you know, even like not even like celebrities per se, even normal human beings. You can meet somebody and they have like a resting face, and you look at them and they're like, they're not smiling
Yes.
or anything. But then you say, "Oh, hi," and then they're like,
Yeah,
know, and you're like,
exactly.
it's just like
okay,
switching from another mood to another mood.
Exactly.
Yes.
So somebody like that, you can take a picture of them and then you post on social media and you look at them and you're like,
And
why do you
everybody's
have
going to judge you
this
immediately.
stink face or something like that? And then you see them and then you're like, so I think it's very
And
weird.
so, let me ask this question: like, have you ever judged somebody based on their post, and then maybe you've ever regretted or something? Me per se, I usually do not do that. Like, look at someone's picture or post, then I'll judge. I really do not. I don't like doing that. Have you ever done something like that before?
I haven't done that before, but then I've seen people post some very questionable stuff, and when it comes to them giving their opinions on things, right? That's what I'm saying, that in everything we have to take it with a pinch of salt. Because when somebody is giving an opinion on something and then they're writing stuff on social media and stuff like that, like people who troll people on social media, like the blogs that come and write stuff about people on social media. When I see stuff,
I judge.
when I see stuff like that in my mind, I'm like, why are you even writing this about this person? You understand? Even though it is your blog, they have so much to say without even knowing.
I love the fact that she said the opinions, because with pictures you can't really judge the person. It doesn't. I mean, obviously you can't really judge the person. But when we go to the other side, like maybe Twitter or something, you realize somebody is talking, like he's saying some kind of crap, and you're like, in my head, I'm like, this person is trauma. Because you can feel like there's some trauma. Some people, because some people today don't believe in love or blah 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 blah. There is a particular reason why these people have this kind of mentality or this kind of thoughts. So to an extent, then again, to an extent, you judge what or however this person is relaying this information. But via pictures alone, I don't think that you can just judge somebody just via pictures. No.
Yeah.
Okay. So have you ever, like, as in seen somebody's post and then maybe judge the person and then you feel like you are right?
Not really. Not really, but I can say that I've recently I've been hanging out with like a few people for work, and then there's this one particular person like that I'm working with sorry, I can't say because of contract things. And on via social media, I used to see her a lot. Me, I watch people's things and pass. I don't think about it too much. But the way I used to think about her, like, oh, she's all over the place. Why are you or like that sort of thing? You understand? Now I'm meeting this person, I'm spending time with her, and I'm like, yeah, like it makes sense to me in person. She's not giddy giddy, but she's super friendly. So anything she does looks like you're doing too much, you know? So I wouldn't say like I judged her. I just had a perception of her, but then it wasn't too much of like assumptions.
Yeah, I feel like
or anything.
assumptions should just be assumptions. You can't
Exactly.
just like can't go overboard.
It was like,
with
that. I assume this is the kind of person she is. So when I meet her, I'm gonna do like this. But then I mean, I didn't say that is who she is. I don't know her.
Exactly.
You know?
That's not who she is. That's very, very true. But for me, I feel like this thing, it can really go south. It can go this way, it can go that way. Like you can actually meet somebody via you can actually meet somebody's in person and realize that, oh, she's actually really like that.
Mhm.
And you meet somebody and you're like, oh, she's not really like that and stuff like that. Nowadays, I mean, in social media, I can post what I want to post. I can post all the good moments and leave all the bad moments and stuff like that. I can fake it to make it or whatever. Like people, you just don't know how people think. So people can just do anything anyhow. You, on the other hand, if it's work related and relationship related or whatever, have to be careful on like, you know, who you are actually meeting or having this relationship with in person, because trust me, the most random stories are what you are going to hear, and you never believe it.
Yeah.
Yes. So
And then
that's
again, you know, like social media is like curated posts. Everybody posts a very good version of themselves. Nobody
Exactly.
wants to post a bad version of
thing.
themselves. You
Yes.
understand?
Yes.
So sometimes I don't understand when somebody says that, oh, you, this person, you're living a fake life. Obviously, if I go out and I'm looking pink, obviously I'm going to post it. But you
Yes,
don't
thank
expect
you.
me to. You don't expect to see me in mokola, and you expect me to have hair and
Well,
you know,
me, I
like
do-
make it make
I
sense.
mean,
like
you have to have like, I mean, different looks wherever
well,
you
me,
want to go.
I do like the authentic post. I don't always post me looking nice. If you go on my page, you see me somewhere in Morondava,
just feel
Madagascar.
free.
No,
and
but
I'm
you know,
looking,
but then again, it's curated, right? Because at that point in time, when you take a picture wherever you are, when I take a picture of you now, immediately my phone touches your skin. There's some sort of filter or something on it already. I take
Right.
it, you are very composed right now, right?
Right.
But it's different from somebody seeing you in a very critical position or
Yes,
situation where you are
okay.
like,
I'm
you are
busy, I'm
sweating
working, I'm hot.
and then you take a picture.
I'm like, hey, what's
your
that?
face might even
Delete,
look
delete.
Yeah, exactly, might even look some sort of
That is
way.
what happens.
right,
That is what
right,
happens.
right.
Bloggers then pick those pictures.
Yeah, they
and then
like those
will
things. So
na-
that's what people talk about.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
gets
And it's
people
like
talking.
sometimes you see some people talk about some people so much, and you're like, are you not human being yourself? Because when I go on your page, and they're like, oh, this person is using too much of filters. It's filters. Go and see. Go and see.
You should
that
use the
part.
filter. You should
Exactly.
use the filter. So
Charlie,
You
this thing
see,
we've been
exactly,
dealing
like-
with this issue like throughout this week. Like last week
really.
when we went for this pitch, Coriolis pitch.
Right.
If you see the way they are using people's, I mean, pictures, and then I'm like, oh, I could see it on my explain. Like, why would some? And then you see people commenting.
Yeah, like it doesn't even
They
make
just
sense
feed
to
off
me.
the negative energy. That's all they do. And
It's
people,
like people are
like
born
that.
to do that.
Ghanaians, they like that a lot. Because right now, those people have the highest views.
Yeah.
It'll
So it
shock
becomes
you.
like a meme.
They have the highest views because look at her. Her body is botched or
Yeah.
like, you know.
And it's always the females. They said
Right.
girls supporting girls is always the females. They have something to say.
So it's
They
always
have something to say
else.
about everything. So it's very crazy. Like social media is like a drug now.
Right.
Everybody wants to go there and then give their opinions because data is free. It's so easy for you to just pick your phone and say whatever you want to say without even knowing the person in real life.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So it's
Yes. And that's why I don't also spare them.
crazy.
Yes. If you come for me, I'll come for you. Period.
Are we saying that, or I mean, should we not believe what celebrities and then public figures what they post? Should we not believe them?
It's
They
not
are
about
pushed.
no, it's not about not believing them. It's about whenever you see something, take it with a pinch of salt.
You always say a pinch of salt.
Me, I always say that. I always
Yeah.
say that because I can see somebody post like a lavish life. When I see it, right, I can know the person in real life. Probably they've gone to shoot a video somewhere and then they have that thing. They are still using it. They can't afford it. Even if they rented it,
Yeah.
somewhere. It's still money. You understand? So if somebody posts something, I'm not looking at it and judging the person. You don't have it. Why are you posting it? This social media is about lifestyle.
I know.
My dear, it's about how you look to attract people to your brand.
It's so true.
If somebody, especially we that we live for the lifestyle, my work is basically lifestyle. Because somebody will say that, say, oh, maybe SEFA, you don't come out too much. We don't see you, but your
I
work
can't
is
remember, not to cut you. I can't remember. There was this time we were chatting like on
Yeah.
Snap, and then I was like, and why is it you don't post? You were kind of like explaining
I've
to
actually
me.
not seen her outside before.
She hardly posts.
Like
So
I come
I think
outside
I
a lot,
asked her.
but-
She was like, you're saying something. You're like, oh, you there? If
time
it's
for-
not work, you don't know what
Yeah, so
is
wait,
not
if
work.
you're
I
not
don't
working,
wanna-
what are you doing?
I'm always in my corner, like my home, and just being with the people that
And traveling.
I like to spend time
Oh,
with. You know,
okay.
Traveling.
no.
Oh, okay, that's nice. That's nice.
Not really. And you see, that is the perception because let's say me, when I'm working, right, and I'm on stage and somebody sees me, they're like, oh, she's a bad girl, quote unquote, because of what she's doing on stage, because of the kind of songs that she puts out. Because I've had that like
Shilling Pele.
I've
I forgot
had
to
that
ask
recently.
that song.
I've had that recently where like people see me and they're like, oh, we thought you were like this instead of like that. But those who really know me in the house know that this girl there, she won't do this, she won't do
Yes,
that. You
yes.
understand? So I think
Then
that
again, it's just for the work.
it's just for the work. When somebody does something for the work, you can't see me on social media and tell me that
Then
because
again, you
she's
don't
on.
think about what people say. I mean, if family, the people around you understand what you do and then they know who you are,
Yeah.
why would you even think about
Leave for people on social media who are probably
Exactly.
jealous of you, by the way.
Oh, but then
Yeah, come
the
on.
Shilling
Come
how is
on.
it before we continue? Like, I mean, the song, how is it doing? Because I see
It's
a lot
doing
of people.
amazing.
Oh, so you teach us a dance, right?
Yes, I will.
Okay,
I
okay,
will. It's
okay,
doing
okay. So then
amazing.
again, people should not think Sefa is like this, right?
Yeah, when you don't even know me, you haven't experienced me. You know,
Right,
it's crazy. Yeah.
right.
She's kind of cool. You're kind of cool, actually.
Hey, Ram, you already know. You
All right.
already know
So,
that.
so do you think once social media should reflect their beliefs, their character, their way of living? Do you think that social media should that's what their social media should be about?
Everybody has what they use their social media for. But me personally, with my social media, if you watch everything I post, it's bits and parts of me. I'm not posting something that is not something I like to do. When I travel, I'll post somewhere that I like to post. You understand? Some people also travel and post the whole trip. That is them. You understand? So it's
Right.
more of like um you can see my social media and have a perception about me. Oh, she likes this, she likes that, she
Yeah.
likes that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't define me as a person.
yeah.
Where
Right.
you sit down and judge and be like, because she has traveled
She's a bad girl.
these
She's going
2
to
weeks,
do
she has
this.
traveled back and forth into the
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
we know
yes.
what she's doing
So,
outside.
How would you know what the person is doing? So the person
Exactly.
is traveling
no, but
back.
that's why we are sitting here, because people assume
People assume all the
assume the most
time.
random things. Because one guy like the last time on my even I post my relationship online.
The
You
person said,
understand?
"Oh, you
The person
travel
was
and
like, if you are dating, if you are not dating someone's husband, post him. So then I knew that this person, and it's obviously it's always the small accounts, the people that do not have any posts and stuff like. And I knew I stopped arguing with this person because I knew that this person is just.
the person came to your DM.
No, it was about the Amma endorsed girl.
Okay.
May she rest in peace. I think one blog posted, and I was like, how? Because I know she just celebrated her birthday with a car and everything. I was like, how? And the person was like, you dear, don't change your life now. Something like that. And I was like, are you
crazy.
stupid? Are you okay?
Yeah.
So then the person, we're going back and forth. The person was like, oh, if you know you're not dating someone's husband, post who you are in the relationship
Is
with.
it by force?
And I knew that this person
but
I knew that this person obviously didn't know me because I post my person. You get it?
So why then would you even say that?
Yes, but also about your social media reflecting your life or your beliefs and all those kind of things. I don't necessarily think it should be that way. For me, I do like to travel. It's my lifestyle and stuff like that. My page shows it. You're a musician, all right. You probably have a manager and everything. They are probably even handling the page. No,
I know, right?
because I know some
Yes.
people they
Yeah.
handle the page
Yeah.
for you and stuff like that. But you truly could love cooking, but you don't want to mix the two. You don't want to come and think someone is like, hey, is she a chef or a musician?
Yeah.
You understand? So it doesn't mean that
You don't have
you don't
do
how do I
certain
say
things
it?
like background.
No, it doesn't mean that even though I'm a musician or even though I like cooking for this particular reason, it should be on my page. No, you're a musician. You know
Yeah.
why you created that Instagram page or whatever social media platform.
Yeah.
You get it. So I don't feel like it should necessarily like show your beliefs or your lifestyle or whatever. Like if you know you created this page for this, because people have a lot of pages. They have multiple accounts across social media. You get it.
And
So
then yeah, it's true.
just
It's actually true.
do like just follow your niche or whatever, and then just like go and grow it that way. It doesn't necessarily need to reflect your lifestyle.
You know, I kind of hear that kind of. I've been hearing this. Is it rumor or this thing that you see people traveling, and then at the end of the day, they'll be like, this person is traveling to go and do business, like going to, hook up, like those things. You see the person going up and down. Why? I don't understand why those people. You see them under blocks and all that. They'll send it and all that. Then they'll be talking about where did they get those
Me, I
information.
always say that those from far away
It's not even that. You don't expect to be on
Why would you cook
you don't expect to be on a flight and then somebody who doesn't even know how much ticket costs to sit down and say something nice about it.
Because
Yes.
Chile, me, I've gone. I mean, as I'm traveling, if you see me traveling, it's business trip.
But I also understand.
Ah,
I also understand to a certain
Unless
point
maybe-
because some people, yes, it's getting kind of like too much.
It's
like
actually getting
To
too
like
much.
travel.
No, not
No,
like
no,
to
no, like
travel.
to
per se.
just-
We know traveling is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what you do, once you are getting a ticket, it is pricey. You understand? But like, I don't know how to say it, but like, obviously, like, if you do some kind of maths whatsoever, this might not be adding up somewhere, some way, or somehow. Then again,
As in
like
the
you said, it's their
travel.
lifestyle, travel, money, luxury, whatever. It's their lifestyle. It's a lifestyle game or whatever you want to portray and stuff like that. So I don't know. It kind of gets people talking. Like, hey, you're always in
Rika,
business
what are you
class,
doing?
back to back and stuff like that. And then somebody too who knows you personally, will go and tell this person, oh wait, this is what she does. Do you get it?
Are you saying that
You know,
traveling
it's a
is
different.
too much?
You know,
or-
wait,
Not
it's a
traveling per
different thing.
se.
It's a different thing. If somebody who is close to somebody comes to say, "Oh, wait, this is what she does," then you have to tackle the devil from inside the house.
Okay, yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because why are you spreading information that is fake, or why are you saying things that probably, even if it's true, why are you sending my dirty laundry outside? So you tackle the devil from inside the
Yeah,
house.
how would
But
you know
also,
if that's the person?
But no, I'm just saying
Okay.
it based off of what she said. But also, me personally, I've never seen anybody travel so much, and I'm like, what is she doing? Is she going to do hookup?
it
Is she
concern-
going to do
Yeah,
whatever
that's
it is?
that's
Is she
just
going to do
extreme.
whatever it is? Because people live life for themselves. So that's what we
Yeah.
have to remember, that human beings, and we feel like people need to explain how they live their lives to us. No, they don't.
They don't need to. But I'm just saying that because of because no matter what happens, there is the positive side of social media
That's
and
true.
there is the negative side of social media.
Yeah.
You understand? You would give birth one day and then you wouldn't want your child feeling depressed or feeling deprived that, oh, these things that all my people are doing, no, I'm not able to do it.
That's
you
true.
understand?
Yeah.
Like it's not something that, like, there's an extent to which everything goes. You get that kind of thing. You are doing this one day, you are doing this the next day, you're doing this as a like just one person. It's kind of questionable. And I'm not saying that don't do what you're doing, but like then again, it gives a question. It makes the youth question like what they are
Can
doing.
you give me like an instance? I'm kind of confused. I'm trying to follow the conversation, like an example or something.
Sorry, I'm confused. So it's like we have people that, right, like you, like this, maybe your work is taking care, or you can even personally take care of your everything. You understand? That doesn't mean necessarily work. But then we have some people that they kind of show too much on social media. So then the viewers and stuff, those that
Start wondering.
whose minds are not open, you understand, they are easily influenced. They just get into the whole materialistic aspect of it, because then again, we are sitting here and then people are assuming our lifestyles because of the materialistic
Yeah.
things we are posting, our trips, our this, our that, and stuff like that. You get it? But then it gets to an extent where people, the youth, the children, they grow up and they're like, why can't I also afford these things? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Me, I do trips for people and stuff like that. And somebody will come to me and, hey, I want to do this. Like, let me give you an example with mine. That'll be the best. So I am a travel creator. I'm organizing a trip for you. Now you have seen, Aram has seen a trip from influencer A, B, and C.
Okay.
And influencer A is doing something else, B is doing something else, C is doing something else. You understand? But because you've seen it all and you want to you want to do all of that in the same trip, you come to me, I give you a price, and you're like, hey, as if I'm cheating you.
I get where you're coming
Do you
from.
get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You want to do it all because you've seen others do it all. Do you understand?
Mhm.
But everything has its price. Like,
But then again, sorry, not to cut you. Are you done?
no, it's fine.
Okay. But then again, I mean, it shouldn't be the fault of the people posting. It should be you, the consumer, and
Yes.
what you are consuming.
Yes.
You
But
understand?
you
You should
very
actually
true.
see what people
Because-
are doing and want to do the same thing.
Exactly.
You
That's
have to
very
actually
true.
look at your
They
budget.
shouldn't limit you. They shouldn't
because,
limit you.
with your work, right? I can look at you and I know what you do, because I've traveled before and I've had like my tourists say, "Do you know this girl? She's been here before," and they mentioned your name, and she showed me your post actually. I was like, "Oh, I know her."
Oh, really? Where?
Yeah.
Where?
We'll talk about it later, right? I know her. So when I go on her page, right, and I see like she's traveling and stuff like that, in my mind, oh, she's working, or probably she's
actually-
traveling.
yeah.
You might even travel for fun, but in my mind, oh, she's working.
She's working
You
because
understand?
yes.
Somebody else can come on your page and be like, oh, she's just sleeping around, or probably you are doing money laundering because
sorry.
why are you always traveling?
Hey, wow!
I
I
mean,
wish.
like-
I really wish I was doing.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So like it's up to you, the consumer. Me, I always say that if I ever give birth, unless my child is at that point or that age where I feel like he's mentally okay to understand my explanations to what he or she sees on social media, he doesn't have any right being on social media because social
Yeah, I
media
agree.
is a drag.
It's true. It's
That's
so
what I'm trying
true.
to say. All my long talk is that social media is a drag.
It's a drag.
It shouldn't. Nobody should limit what I'm posting or how many trips I'm going and stuff like
Exactly,
that.
because-
But then I feel like the younger minds here, they coming up, they don't understand the whole thing. It's looking so much to them. Right now,
I think
people are
that's all.
supposed to
It
make
all
money in
boils
like
down to
10
peer
years.
pressure.
Somebody,
Because I mean,
yes,
Yeah,
it
because
boils down to peer pressure.
because if you actually think about it, right, they'll see somebody's post and be like, "Oh, you are living a fake life. Why?" Let me ask. Tell me why. Because probably they're posting a luxury lifestyle. They are doing this. You see them in fancy cars. You see them flying and all of that. And da. You understand? But that person has not told you that I am living a fake life. Like this is what, because some people actually, that is their lifestyle.
it's their lifestyle. It's not fake.
It's
And they
not
can-
fake.
yeah, they
it's
can
their
do- they
lifestyle.
cannot-
They
they
can
cannot do
afford
anything
it.
about
You
it.
understand? So if somebody can afford to do some things and you don't expect the person to deprive themselves of
I
nice
totally
things because of
agree.
you and your
I
perception on
totally
social, like
agree.
keep your perception to yourself and whatever you want to think about yourself. Why is that we can't just look at people and just see it for what it is as social media posts? It's nice. You posted what your bag. Oh, nice. We move. If I'm somewhere and I'm holding my rubber bag,
They'll come for you.
And
They'll say your gear is fake.
no, like if somebody is like also roaming somewhere and then like I'm holding my rubber bag, fine, cool. Somebody that has not eaten in a day will see you holding a rubber bag and say that, I wish I had that rubber bag. You know, so it's just like perception and how people
Yeah.
consume things. It's very unnecessary actually.
Right. What ways do you think people misrepresent themselves on social media? Like, you know this person for this kind of thing, but then
The
on
person is
social
posting
media is like
something
a
else.
different person altogether. Is it like, does it help? Do they have like a reason why they are doing this, or they are probably just ignorant?
As in, for example, like maybe somebody being maybe the person is an actress or an actor, and then the person is posting something else. Is that
Representation?
That word.
I feel like when we say misrepresentation, it's when you don't know that you're actually doing this to your social brand, right? Because if then you know it's not misrepresentation, it's an actual thing, it's something that you're intentionally doing. But then I feel like we have people that there was one time somebody commented under my post saying that, oh, I also braid hair. Oh. And then somebody else was like, you braid hair, but there's nothing on your page that shows that you braid hair. You understand? So even it's a new era for this whole social media thing. For a lot of people, it's still a new era. Like they don't even know how to still navigate social media and stuff like that. So do you think it's yes, then again, like a misrepresentation? Do you think that actually happens? Or do you believe that, yes, it's intentional for people to actually do that to themselves for some particular gain?
Me personally, right? I'm trying to figure out how to merge my words. Me personally, one thing I truly believe in, right, is fake it till you make it. Let me explain it.
Explain.
Yes.
Let me
we
explain
understand
it.
that.
No,
Fake it.
There are
I didn't
people-
say I understand it.
There are people, right, that probably they do not have some sort of like
Resources.
some sort of resources, right? But they find themselves in spaces where they are surrounded by people that have that sort of resource. Do you understand? It's kakra form one. Then
Not
okay,
me, maybe.
when they see someone, the way they dress, the way they look, the way they handle themselves. Some
Right.
people, I have friends like in higher places where you see their aides and you don't even know that they are aides because of how they handle themselves.
what?
Oh.
Aides, like I
Help.
don't want to use servants. Yeah.
Help.
yeah,
Okay.
But you don't even know that is what they do.
Right.
But also, it becomes a problem when you are using what you do not have to scam others. Then that one, I don't call it misrepresentation. I
It's
call
a
it scam.
scamming.
Yes,
Yeah.
intentional.
Yeah.
Intentional, where you are saying, oh, maybe somebody's working for me, but because they look good, there will be someone and say that, oh, she's my girlfriend. I can let you talk to her for this business. Do you understand? You are not my manager, but because you look like my manager, you stand somewhere and say, oh, I'm her manager. I can manage.
Yeah.
That is scam.
Yeah,
Yes.
because obviously you're gonna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one you deserve to go to that place. How do they call it?
It's just like travel hub. You're going to see another page trying to. That's scam.
Scam.
It's
Like
scam.
somebody saying that
posting exactly what you are posting.
where you're posting, you understand? Or somebody will go on one trip with you, right? And say, oh, let's take a video and take a video. And then the next thing you know, the person is opening a subsection of your business and saying that
it happens a lot.
It
happens. Even
happens.
my friends, yes,
Exactly.
they really like.
Some people will even come and take.
intentional.
Yeah, some people come and take your gig. And say, oh, influencing. You understand?
Right, that's
that
true.
one is calm. That one,
That's
yeah,
true.
wherever you need to be, you have to be, because that one is not. It's not cool at all. Because
Yeah.
I've heard people go about saying, oh, I used to date that person. Only
It's
because
all
they
a
found
lie.
themselves in the space, that same space with that person.
Oh, I know her.
Oh, I know her. And it's funny now because somebody has told somebody before that they've managed me before when I've only spoken to you twice in my entire life.
Wow.
Wow.
That's real.
Yes, and it's crazy. And then the lady is asking me,
And once they get a picture with you, they can even go and post it on their page.
exactly.
And then
And these are people who are like big names, like in media. They own media houses and stuff like that.
Wow.
So you see it, and then you are like, oh, then it's true. Because
Yes.
I mean, if you have a media
Yes,
house and you say
yes,
you've managed
yes,
this
yes,
person,
yes.
it is true, right?
Yes,
so
yes.
until the lady asked me, oh, like do you know this person? This person says, I'm like, no, I know him, but not in that way. We've spoken just twice, and then he's like, oh wow, I'm glad I even told it. That one is scam. That one is scam. It's not representation.
Yeah, because what are you trying to achieve at this point?
Yes, exactly. So it's social media. It's just
It's something else.
it's weird.
And then I think the missing presentation that we are talking about too. I think the other way around too is probably like you have a like your travel hub thing. Then maybe
Hey, why you call it travel hop thing?
I always say
It's travel hub.
Travel hub.
Not
Sorry.
travel hop thing.
Travel hub. Like for example, maybe you are doing this travel thing, right? Sorry,
Whatever. Continue.
yeah, doing this travel business.
Yes,
okay, and
yes.
then you're not posting your business that travel, but then you are
Yes.
posting something else. Just like me, I'm doing imports and export my interior stuff, and then
Yes.
I'm not posting that.
Yes, I feel like people don't like to be loud about their businesses, but I realized that with the Nigerians, yeah, those people are
Chale.
crazy. Like if you have to do a whole skit for it, they'll do a whole skit for it. I used to be in like that kind of like place because I'm like, hey, I don't want it to be associated with me and stuff
Don't
like
you
that.
think probably people are now learning the power of social media?
That's it.
Yes.
But then it looks like Ghanaians, somebody was like, Ghanaians, we're always late to something.
Yeah.
And it's kind of
So
true.
true.
We are always
It's like
late
you
to
take
it.
long.
Yeah.
It's
We
like
are
you are
always
there.
late.
You've
Because
created-
somebody asked me one time, I remember I was in Dubai, and the person asked me one time, those anonymous things. The person asked me that one time that, hey, my boyfriend is doing a real job. When will I do a real job?
Really?
When will I get a real job?
So what you're doing is not a real job?
As in the whole like, advertisement and stuff like that is not a real
It's
job.
not a real job.
And trust me, like at that point, I didn't even know what to even reply the person. I'm like, look at this, look at what this person is
Okay, so
actually
that's somebody's
saying.
mindset
So people
and
are always,
mentality
and when
about
I
you.
started at first, people are like, what is influencing? Do you understand what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say? Like they don't know what it is. So we are always kind of late to the party some way, somehow.
But I do think influencing is a real job, because look at what you guys did the last time.
Emperor's pitch.
Poriel's pitch with Dulcie
Yeah,
and all of that. Like,
yeah.
and people are hearing the lady say, "Oh, I charge this amount to show up somewhere," and they're like, "Hey," and then just we want to be
Yes,
They don't
but
know
at
the
That
power
is
of
social media for
influencing.
you.
But
Like
at
they
first, but at
really
first,
do
if you
not.
said that what is influencing, they'll be like, what do you mean by that's not a real job? Find a
Exactly.
real job and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's
But
what I'm
it's
saying.
actually
We're
fetching
always
money
late to the
for
party.
I mean, most of us.
It is fetching a lot
It
of
is.
money.
It
Because
is
at the end of the
fetching a
day,
lot
And
of
it's
money,
with the
yeah.
music
want
as
to.
well.
They can't
Yeah.
say it's not helping.
With the
but
music as well, you also do influencing. Like if brands call you and come and say, hey, come and do this for me and stuff like that. At the end of the day, everybody's
influencing.
trying to do
Yes,
some kind
one
of
way or the
influence.
other, we are actually
You
doing
get it.
something.
Yeah. So I don't think otherwise.
Oh, talk.
You can read fast there.
I'm not saying the thing. You read. You read. Just say. Just. MFA. This light is bright.
All right, guys. Which of the social media platforms scare you the most? Me,
Snap.
Twitter.
Me, there's Snap. Okay, I'm not
X.
really a Twitter kind
person.
of thing. Yeah.
X. It's one crazy. Like you open the app, you read somebody, you will like, is this a human being typing or what? Understand? You read something and then you just close the app. Like that place scares me a whole lot.
Yeah.
And that's where the whole
mine is Snap and then TikTok. Oh my god. You don't
Yeah, TikTok. I don't like.
I'm like,
I
let
know.
me
You know, on
TikTok is
On X, right? Since like it came like Ghana and all of that, I don't think I've been there like more than I
The
just
X,
go.
right?
I'll post my thing
The
and leave
X,
there.
right? Me,
Yeah.
ever since I lost my old account, I have never been there. Like
I don't even have anything to do with
X
that.
is
But
one crazy place for me.
so with X and then TikTok, I think the two of them they are black apps.
But with
so
TikTok,
these two people.
TikTok, I think that most of the times my content gets to the wrong
audience.
audience.
Chalet.
Because sometimes I can read some comments like I feel like, oh, let me reply, but also I'll reply and then my reply gets replies.
Yes.
Where people do not understand. I'm like, oh,
And
it's
then
the
now you are
English.
the
and then
bad
and then
person.
they'll now be thinking differently
they'll be
about
thinking-
you.
English.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, it's the English. Because sometimes I can say something, right? And it's very like, people have a wrong, like, whole definition of what I said. And I'm like, do you people read? Are you reading what I'm saying or something
so that's
like
why
that?
it's advisable.
TikTok,
No, you don't go comment. Sometimes you can see something, you want to comment, and your heart.
You're like, what is going on here? Because I feel like because TikTok is very accessible to
all. Yeah, to everybody. It's like the
everyone.
whole world is on
Every
TikTok
caliber.
now.
Everyone somewhere somebody somewhere that hasn't even smelt you or even seen you.
Chalet,
Exactly, like they know you and you were wondering like but also, you know, sometimes social media, I feel like people are not like let me find the right word.
Find the right word. Why?
Before they come for you.
Let me find the right word. Like, you know, when you travel like a lot, right? Your mind is well open to a lot of things.
Yeah, you
see
become
some things,
open-minded.
like you become very learned. You see some things and you're like, oh, so this is normal. You understand? Because there are people that are doing worse outside Ghana. People are living life. Even in Nigeria.
Like one time I posted a video of me jet skiing in Ada.
Yeah.
And then the next minute I was like jet skiing in Zanzibar. And then I was like, and I didn't say anything, no, but I said Ghana versus Zanzibar. And tell me why you're coming for me, knowing very well that the color of water is obviously different.
Yeah.
You understand? But I didn't say that Ghana is clean or is dirty or something like that. But they just started attacking me and then they were like, why are you doing this? This is a lake versus a sea. And I was like, look at this stupid mentality.
Oh, wait, on where?
Like,
that's even on Instagram.
Yeah, and it's funny because sometimes you'd post something wearing something, right? Most recently, like we've seen this issue like this that was roaming all around the place, right?
And what happened?
She and I have had like this conversation when we met in person
She's
before.
a smallish person
She was
too, so I
asking
don't
me,
see the
oh,
reason.
how do you deal with the trolls and all of that? And I told her she shouldn't even mind them because that's what they do.
That's
and
what
then
they
the
like.
whole thing came off where they actually sat on TV and
that one
described her and spoke ill things about her because of what she was wearing.
Come on.
But when I saw what the lady was wearing, right? Even me, let me even use myself for example. Let me even not go to Sina. Me, I've been always trolled because of what I wear all the time. Oh, why is she doing like? Why? When I joined the industry first, it was about why is she wearing that? Why is she dancing like that? And all of that.
And
Do you
then when you post
understand?
bikini pictures, they said and they are dead.
When
Have you
I
ever
post,
posted before?
yes, they used to come for me. That was around like 2019, 2020 and all of that, right? They used to come for me.
Oh,
And I get
Charlie.
away there and say.
So how do you deal with
It's
it?
the audience. It's the
You
audience.
get it. But then when you go outside and you see what other people are doing, like look at the other musicians that are
I know somebody
outside.
will come and say that is why that place is outside. I know somebody will
They'll come and say
that.
that's why that place is outside and this place is here,
Yeah.
right? But also, if you want your
market out there,
you want to
you cannot
market
limit it
yourself
to
out
Ghana.
there. You
Yeah.
cannot limit yourself to what people want here.
Yes.
That is what they are not
But
getting.
what do they want?
They do not know what they want. That is the thing. They do not know what they
Because-
want. They do not know what they want
It's like this.
Yeah.
You do that. It's like that.
That is why you don't listen to anybody. Just do what you are doing.
Exactly, because somebody will come and see you post something and they're like, why are you wearing that? And don't do that. You look like this, you look like that. But you go and see these same people under the Cardi B's, under
Yes, I was
the
just about saying
Empire
that.
Stars, under the Tylers. Oh my
Nikki,
God.
the
Oh,
this
wow.
wow.
Oh,
So
this, you understand? So it's like, if you want people to be able to reach a certain standard in life where they have to go, and people elevate all the time, people grow all the
Exactly,
time.
yeah.
When you move out of the space that you are confined in and you go somewhere else, you realize that there are people that are living life, and what you're doing is even like small. And let me
Yeah.
give a small example so that people that are watching,
Yeah.
you come and say that you said this.
Yeah.
When you when you're born in your house, right? Like when you're born in your house, like in your family house, and all of us are living here, we are siblings and we are living here. The lifestyle that we live here, you go out of your house and you realize that people live different ways in their homes too.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because me, when I was growing up in my house, we're allowed to speak our mind, say how we feel. But in some people's houses too, they're allowed, don't talk.
Yeah.
Don't say
Yeah,
this.
It's like
bench checks
they
and
see
all
their
that.
dad and they're scared of their dad.
Exactly. Don't say that. Don't say that. Because I used to have people who question, oh, why are you wearing, before I used to wear anklets. Why are you wearing anklets? They do not know.
Oh.
My mom wears anklets. My aunties wear anklets. My grandma, everybody wears piercings is normal. Wearing stuff, wearing heels, wearing short stuff in my house is a normal thing. But you come outside and somebody saying like, hey, I don't know, like they want to change who you are. You understand?
So with that, how has your personal post affected like your career? Has it in a way affected your career? I just checked your page and I realized it's more of like the work now. I don't really see personal posts.
Yeah.
But growing up,
Now my personal post, I'll go and post it on Snapchat.
Yeah.
where
Exactly. That was
24
what I was
hours,
saying. Yeah, 24, then it's gone.
24 hours and it's gone.
And
Because
even that one, 'cause you don't do
But-
it.
but that one, does it still
consistently.
affect
You
you?
do it.
Yeah.
Like, you even I see your post and it's like 2 days or 1 week ago and all
Go
that.
and all
with
that.
that,
I
does
don't-
it still affect the career in a way, or nah? It's just you living your life and like the people on there like understand it.
You know, like it got to a point where I didn't even want to be on social media anymore, and it was affecting me in a way
Yeah,
where
I
it's
think
like
you said that.
with even where I find myself, I have to show the lifestyle, I have to show my personality.
Because
But I
what's she doing?
Exactly.
You got
What-
our attention. You can't just vanish.
You can't just vanish. What is
Yeah.
she doing? But sometimes when I post something, it's like the trolls and this. Everybody has something to say about that. And me, I'm somebody, I like my peace of mind. So I'll just leave. Everybody should just live their life. But also, I realized that if I do that, then I'm not eating because that's how I get paid. You understand? That's how I get paid. So now I'm like, okay, can I say it on this?
Yeah. So I was about to ask. So do you? Because
She asked
yeah,
a question.
Can I say?
She
Can I say it on this podcast?
what? Yes. say it.
Yeah. Now I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna post.
You just
what
put
I'm gonna
deaf ears
post.
to
Yes,
them.
and
Like,
at the end of
just
the day,
yeah.
No, Aram, let's be realistic, please. That whole
No,
deaf ears thing. I
but
beg,
you
when the
cannot-
wives keep quiet, the fools multiply.
Bro, madam,
Hold on.
you do it because literally you always say when someone comes for you, come for you. Go for the
Hold on.
person. We will not go. Don't go for anybody.
Aram, and me, I don't even go for them because-
who's more drama over here on social media? Is it with you? Keep quiet.
Give to Olefa.
But me, I don't even go for them because me, I cannot do the whole back and forth.
No,
I feel
you
like
can't-
they
you
just
can't-
want you to
no,
have
you
a
can't
back
do
and
that.
forth.
You- Seriously, you can't. Not everybody can do the whole back
what
and
would
forth.
you
It's a
do?
personality.
What would you do?
I'm just saying that me, if 5 people are insulting me, at least I have to give it to 2.
Look at you see human beings.
So at least
Let's go.
that
You're not serious.
them as scapegoat.
How can you just you see at the end of the
never-
day you be topic? Are you okay?
How am I
Or you
topic?
go back? No,
I've
you
never
give
been
it to
topic.
No,
No,
if
listen.
you go, wait, let me answer.
No, listen,
If a
sometimes,
blogger
yeah.
takes you, like, what would you do to the blogger? You don't even know the
I don't know.
blogger.
Me, I've really never been in that situation before, and I try
So,
myself not to be
yeah.
in that situation. But I'm just saying that. Listen, let's say somebody says something about you. I feel like as human beings, just like how you are not supposed to limit
Yeah.
somebody's lifestyle or something, like somebody's a different audience shouldn't limit someone's lifestyle. As a human being too, nobody should like just pick up a perception or misinformation about you and just send it out there. Sometimes you need to clear the air. And I know for celebrities, they come and do it
To clear
officially.
the L,
Oh
you
my
see, you need
goodness.
to clear the L. But then, MFI, you don't need to just get up and then
When you had the issue,
reply
didn't
to
you come
and
and
respond to
like,
everything you
every-
see.
I'm not
everybody-
saying everything.
because-
No,
No,
she's saying that you
sometimes-
asked her a question and then she's saying that all the trolls and all that.
Obviously, you can't reply to all of them.
Exactly.
You can't
But you
reply
say
to all
you
of them.
are saying 1 or 2 people.
But then the thing is that with my side, no matter what you do, they will not even understand
They'll
what you're
not
doing.
understand.
Exactly, that is it.
Trying to
And I'm
say.
saying,
So you don't even have-
I'm saying
like-
this on a celebrity like level. You get it.
So you what?
Okay, so how do you deal with it? Do you cry?
That's what
now,
she's saying.
now I'm like, I'll just post whatever I want to post.
Yeah,
However you want to
so-
think about me, whatever you want to say, just go
Think
ahead with
about
it.
it. She's just leaving
Back
her.
to the main question. It doesn't affect their career in any way.
Oh come on, how does
It still does, but now you see, it still does because no matter what you do, people are still going to talk.
about it?
Do you understand? But then when you interact with them, especially when they see you to be somebody who doesn't like interacting or you don't have anything on you, like when they see you to be somebody that, or you're quiet, they always pick on the ones that they know that,
It's-
with your own
yes.
casa, because they want that reaction
really
from
don't
you.
understand
And
why they do
immediately you
that.
give it to them. It's like, okay.
Say no,
I've got her.
Yeah, now
That's
because
it.
they want
So
they
it's
want a
better
reply
you
for
keep
you
mute,
from you,
and
you
then,
know?
I mean, they should just think whatever they are thinking about you.
Okay,
Do you
fine.
understand?
So about like let's say to your situation that you had back then, Thankfully,
every day, every time we
no,
are
but
talking
thankfully,
about this issue
anytime,
here.
yeah, no, because I want to understand how the thing works. You understand about that situation that you had. You feel like if somebody is not saying something truthful about me, and I feel like this one is going far. Not like a regular post or something, but I feel like this one is going far and it's changing people's perception about me. Shouldn't you address it?
Okay, so then when it
address
happened, right? You see, I never came out to say anything.
Right.
Yes, I knew what I was doing then. Okay, it really dawned on me and all that. But then now I've gone out of it, and then it depends on how you portray. Because a lot of people get to see me and be like, Aram, I've seen that. Hey, this and this is what is being talked about.
So I saying
know
that.
Let me finish.
No, but I
Listen,
saying
let
that.
me finish. This and this is being talked about you and all that, but you are different. No, like I've had a lot of things, so that alone has given me that MFA, that alone has given me that strength, because that alone has even made a lot of people patronize me even more than then.
No, it has given you publicity.
Yes.
Bad publicity. That's what it has
It's not
given
bad.
you.
No,
But
it
you're
was
not-
bad.
it has
It was,
given you.
yes, good or bad.
It has given you publicity.
Then again, you have people that do not like you and people that like you.
Definitely.
So when the issue came out, like there are people that
But I
were
mean, you still came to talk about it.
I didn't then, but then I think 2 years time I went to a podcast and then something like
So
that
don't
came
you
out.
think
And then
that
I had
if you
to-
don't address it, it makes it look like, okay, yes, you are actually a scam.
why would all of a sudden you just
funny enough, like when you address something, right? The people that want to hear, the people that don't want to hear, they won't hear.
Exactly.
But what
They'll keep on going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like with you, like this way. Right now, you're saying you pick like 2 people and then
deal
no,
with
no,
them.
that's just for me. Mine is not like crazy like that. It's just those like regular, 1 or 2 things. But hers
want
was like
to
on a very
explain
big
to the
level.
person.
You get it? That's what I'm trying to say. Not like on a.
But
This
still,
one's
even
just,
if she had gone like on an interview or like a podcast, like how many times have you spoken
It
about
was just
it?
once.
But still, I bet you that there's somebody outside that still has that perception
Exactly.
about
because
them.
the other party also has her fans. That one there, that's how it
Yes.
works.
So then again,
So
you
now
don't
you
need
just
to continue.
let them-
Trying to explain
Yeah.
yourself. I
So
think
who is at so that means you are not at fault, and the other person too doesn't want to explain to you, saying that she's not at fault.
as in what? I
No,
don't get where
because
you're coming
fine,
from.
we are not addressing the issue. I'm just saying that I feel like sometimes if you don't like on the larger scale, if the issue is not addressed, that means you are actually at fault.
How?
No, if you have an issue and you don't address it, sometimes it's just for your peace of mind, just to let
Exactly.
it go. Not to say that you're at fault or you are not at fault. You understand?
You know what
because
you're
sometimes
about and you know that is not true, or you know that. Do you get where I'm coming from? So me, I've made up my mind that I'm not gonna follow. I've put deaf ears to those things.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah.
Right. But then I would advise you not to be in those kind of circumstances in the first
You've
place.
said it countless times. There are a
And
lot of
I'm
people.
advising you again.
Yes, I know. I've gotten the advice. Like, thank you, all of you. You
Yeah,
care about
welcome.
me.
Yeah, yes, we do care about you. Whatever. I mean, I don't know the issue. I beg you.
I'm very confused at the moment, but then
You don't know. It's not your business.
Erica, you that thing that you're saying that you do with somebody. Do this social media. Anyway, let's talk about
What would they do?
Let's talk,
No, but what would they do?
what can you do?
No, but what would they do? I'm asking you. What do you mean by what can I do?
Okay,
What would they
be
do?
coming down. Be coming down.
you
Please,
know,
let's talk about
I always say that
Shilling
those social media people, until they meet somebody who is their real meter.
Hey,
Because
Charlie.
sometimes
What can I do?
in
What
social
would they
media that you
also
have
do?
mouth,
Charlie.
or in social media you have mouth.
You
There's
know
some people.
the people that are behind the pages that you don't even know their faces. No.
Some of them, they're even your
Oh,
friends.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah.
Anyway, please, there's enough of the the misrepresentations and all that. Charlie, your music,
Yes.
how is it going?
It's doing amazing. It's doing well. We
So
released it
far.
about like a week ago, and it's doing well.
Like
It's
all
amazing.
platforms and all
Mhm.
that.
All musical platforms is there. And I want to like explain something. Shilimpili, for me, my term, it just means to me main character or somebody who is a big stepper. And when I say big stepper, I'm not even talking about like money or anything. Somebody that when they enter into
have
a
the
room, they
aura.
have the aura, you know. Somebody, so people are saying that, oh, Shilimpili, you know, they have the Akolaboni or whatever.
Is this what we are talking
Don't
about?
shoot my mouth.
Yeah, Kolaboni or something like that.
Right.
No. That's not even what I'm trying to
just a big
promote
stepper.
or anything. Big stepper,
Like,
main character, like,
energy and stuff.
Enjoy yourself. You know, human
Right,
beings are meant to enjoy
Oh, it's
themselves.
a nice song. It's a nice song.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to.
You have to teach us the dance song.
I'll show you. You have big, all of you have big bum bum. It will work.
And no, I don't have. I beg you.
And also, if you don't have big bum bum, you can still do it.
You
It's
can
not
still
about
do
big
it.
bum bum.
Yeah,
You can
okay,
use your hand.
it's not about bum bum.
Teach us, Erica. Welcome to dance.
One, two. Okay. Right here. Okay. So come in, do it and then turn around, right? Right. Okay. Then you go down. Right.
One, two, three, four. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, go down. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah.
It's Shilipele for a reason, okay? Main character energy, and that's on period. Make sure you stream it by SEFA GH on every single platform, right?
Yes.
Period. And then dance and send it to us. Let us repost.
You just, I know the men will say that, oh, it's just us. No, please, the men can do something with it. Just
yes, you're not left out.
Show me how you're living in your main character energy, you know?
Period.
Yeah.
You need to use it on a trip.
Okay.
Yes. So
All
main
right,
character-ish.
so-
I like
Yes.
it.
Okay, so another episode has come to an end, and then before we wrap up, before we wrap up, our sponsor Macphillips has something amazing for our
Wow,
guests.
I like gifts.
SEFA. Yes, so please, where are the
Can we
snacks?
have them?
So Macphillips deals in Nkati cake, plantain chips,
In the name of the Father, the
and
Son,
Son.
and the Holy
Aw.
Spirit.
Annie, thank you.
What's what I guess?
She has to see them.
Oh.
So please, what do you have to say to Macphillips and then?
Ooh, this
Oh, thank you. I love
Yeah.
like snacks and pastries.
Yeah,
and
so
stuff
this
like
is how
that.
it
Thank
looks
you.
like. So you have
Oh.
So
something.
there's cocoyam, there's shredded chips.
Wait, all this for
Talk-
me.
Yeah, talking that.
All this
Are you
for
sure all
me.
is for her? No,
Yes,
it's
guys.
not parts.
We two we are
Hold on,
part.
let me see this one.
I like food pamphlets.
This is chin chin.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Macphillips. We are going to patronize you. In fact, everybody, the viewers,
Yeah, really good snacks.
everything.
I
Sam
really
is
appreciate
here.
it. Thank you so much.
Plantain chips, cocoa chips.
Perfect size for traveling too.
I know. I know. When I'm having a bad day, I'll just snack on it. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, don't forget to follow.
Hey, all this for me. Come on here.
All right. So please do not forget to follow us on all social media platform, YouTube, Instagram,
Snapchat,
Girls,
TikTok,
Girls
KOFAS
Aloud
Media.
podcast and KOFAS Media. Every Tuesday, 4 p.m., there's a new drop. Do not miss out. And then if you have anything to say about whatever topic we talked about, just, drop it in the comment section. If you have something for us to talk about, so you can also drop it in the comment section. See you next Tuesday.
If you leave hate comments, I'll find you. It's so easy. KOFAS dear.
Hey,
It's
so
so easy
please
to
don't
find
leave hate
you.
comments.
No hate comments,
It's so
oh.
easy to find you.
Bye.
Bye,
everybody.
guys.
Girls are loud.
Subscribe now, or else your chop money will vanish suspiciously.